Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Dr. Puja. I'm a physiotherapist, and today we're gonna discuss the routines and rituals, and more importantly, we're gonna talk about the belly fat and the fat reduction overall in our body part. So in this video in general, I'm gonna describe few basic and important needs which we gonna follow in our daily life routine that can improve our weight loss journey and the fat reduction part, especially from avoiding outside food or maybe the sugary part of our lifestyle. It's not like very much possible, but then there are minute life improvements and details which we can follow in regular basis to our lifestyle, so that we can add to the weight loss as much as possible in our daily life, right? So let's start with the video. As I have given a short description, I'll be telling you and guiding you with these few morning routines, early morning routines which we can follow for weight loss and start your day to burn more fat, right? So let's start. Are you basically we all somewhere trying to manage our weight but not seeing result. A lot of people, especially I would factor to out the middle age adults, like basically to the age group 25 to 40, right? So in this age group, our growth hormones are moderate, keep fluctuating, and our weights also keep fluctuating. In general, a moderate human being loses 1 to 2 kg of weight in a year and gains 2 to 3 kg of weight particularly in a year, right? After 40, what happens? Our body gets started shrinking and loses the muscle mass. That's how we lose the weight after 40. But that shouldn't be the case in general, right? We should maintain our muscles in our body and we should try to lose the fat portion. First thing which I personally follow, in general, like waking up at a consistent time, even in the weekdays, throughout the weekend, like you need to be consistent with your wake up routine, for example. And also the wake up routine can be consistent when we are sleeping at one particular time, or maybe in the frame of one particular time. For example, if my schedule is to be waking up, if I'm not traveling, if I have a monotonous routine like going to office or performing my walk or anything like that, I have to keep one general timing to wake up, to be in a one wake up zone, right? For example, if I'm waking up 5 a.m., I should be waking up throughout the days at 5 a.m. Yes, you can skip one day in a day or maybe when you're traveling, but not in general. As discipline, your organ, your circulation, your mindset, your breathing pattern, everything is discipline, and that is how your health gets improved over the time period, right? So waking up at the same time, same day helps regulate your cardiac rhythm, which influence hormones related to metabolism, hunger, energy levels, and everything. Okay, so aim for at least 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep. Try to wake up particularly at one time. For example, if you're waking up at 7 a.m., go by 7 to 8 a.m. frame. So poor sleep does increase the hunger hormones, make weight loss more difficult. Your body will be lethargic or fatigue state, in which you won't be walking efficiently, nor does your body will be utilizing the energy or the calorie you are taking efficiently. So this is all are connected, right? So second thing is that, like in this particular basic routine of our morning rituals, second thing is that drinking water. So drinking water is a basic thing, but we should follow on a regular basis in the morning period. So in this, what you can do, few people prefer warm water, few people prefer cold water, few prefer water with lemon or chia seeds, anything like that. But in general, plain water also works. So what happens whenever you're sleeping for 8 to 9 hours or 10 hours, you're not drinking water, you're continuously breathing, your body is on slow metabolism, and every detoxification and circulation is taking place, right? Apart from our brain, even some few of the brain activities are going on. So in that period, we doesn't drink almost 8 to 9 hours water, right? So in that case, your body is completely dehydrated in that time period, right? So first thing, why it is important to drink water when you are waking up as soon as possible, because it will make you hydrated. Apart from that, it will help you to flush out your toxins, first thing in the morning your poop will be in the flow, right? Is that we need to give exposure to the light and air. So why it is important giving exposure or taking breaths in the morning or going to the sunlight in the morning? For example, like in older days, people used to go for morning walk, right? They used to go like 6 a.m. morning walk, 7 a.m. morning walk, 8 a.m. morning walk when there was mild sunlight, and they used to soak their body in the sunlight for 10-15 minutes, half an hour, and also along with that they were taking the fresh air, right? So that's how their body was getting nourishes. But nowadays we are not able to get out of our bed, or maybe like outside, or maybe for a walk, anything like that. But still half of the population in India, or maybe in the rural village or small towns, people do go out for the morning walk. And still in urban cities like Delhi, metro cities like Gurgaon and everything, there also people do go for cycling or walking in the park in the morning. I have seen that, right? So you can try that. If not going to the park, you can go to your balcony, sit for 10 minutes of sunlight whenever you're waking up. Not every day if you're rushing somewhere, traveling somewhere, but yeah, once in a while, maybe twice or thrice in a week, you can provide that kind of sunlight and fresh air to your body to supporting max to the fourth pointer, in which your body, like move your body as soon as you're waking up. This is my favorite recommendation, being a physiotherapist, or being like coming from a family where I have seen my grandfather like going for a morning walk, or my father getting exercises, or my brother being in the sports sector. So in that way, we need to move our body as soon as we are waking up. Some day can be lazy for men, women, when you're not feeling well, you're not like in the mood, maybe you're sickness, something like that, or maybe you're traveling, occupied with something. But like just 15 or 20 days in a month, if you regulate yourself for exercising yourself or stretching your body as soon as you're waking up first thing in the morning, that can be very like helpful to your body, right? So like just take 10 to 30 minutes of time whenever you're waking up in the morning, and stretch your walking. Do walk, like be it like at the room only, be it the terrace, be in the park, anywhere. Stretching, you can do stretching. If you are doing the shower first thing in the morning, stretch in the shower. Do some like light stretching in the shower, or like in your room or anywhere, right? You can go for yoga. Literally helps to the population who are like 40 to 50 above, not weightlifting and everything, but they can go for yoga as well, or light strengthening exercises for the adults who are in 20 to 40 age group, right? Okay, so how we need to like keep the simple diet with the protein intake is very important. Like you need to be having a clarity with the protein intake part, that you need to give protein to your body as soon as you're getting your first meal. One of the biggest mistake is making to eating a breakfast loaded with carbohydrates, sugars and everything. Okay, so for example, instead of that, you should focus on the protein part, like go for protein shake, egg, yogurt, paneer, tofu, some sprouts, okay, protein smoothie. So these are the things which you can eat first thing in the morning for the protein breakfast, and after that you can go for some fruits or maybe carbohydrate in the lunch time. So when you are eating or like taking protein first thing in the morning, it will keep you like fill for the longer duration, and also you won't be craving unnecessary sugar or unnecessary carbs, right? So this is the way how protein helps you in the weight part management. So sixth thing is that avoid sugary drink. Well, before like 10 a.m. or 9 a.m., any kind of sugar drinks, be it like anything, real fruit juice, anything like that, avoid that sugar intake in the first like 3 to 4 hours of your waking up. So many people start like their day with sweetened coffee, tea or packet juices, but that is not at all helpful. So these drinks can quickly unnecessarily increase your calorie and cause blood sugar spike, right? So instead of that, choose water, black coffee, unsweetened tea without sugar. Tea can also be, you can take, that's not an issue. Thing is, plan your meal throughout the day, or keep your meal simple as possible, so that you don't think, and you are giving your body the basic repetitive things, so that your body know how to digest it, how to accumulate it, and how to get it flushing out of your body as well, right? For example, if you're taking different kind of meal or different type of food every day, something new to your body, your body won't recognize that like food particle, your body won't support that to metabolize, right? For example, let's take example of a cow, right? They eat in general like leaves, grasses, basic. They don't experiment with pizza, burger, and different kind of stuff on a regular basis. So their body knows how to, like, get one meal or one basic thing digested on a regular basis. So sticking to basic things, or maybe one, two, three, four variety of meals is the key, in which your body will be known to that food factor, and they will be easily digesting it and helping it to get it out flush to yourself. Like in general, what will I eat for lunch, what healthy snacks can you take, right? How will I meet my protein intake, right? So these are the three, factors which you need to keep in your mind while you are having the food part in your day, right? Common mistake which people, need to avoid while doing the weight management part is skipping sleep. So sleep is very important. As soon as your body is in rest, it detoxify a lot of things from your body. Your body needs recovery. With the factor that one day you are taking protein, second day you are skipping, third day you are taking, then like skipping, just build a pattern or a routine which is consistent. If you are taking protein like 3 days in a week, keep stick to that. If you are like need to build more muscle, go for like more days of protein in that way. Okay, staying sedentary all morning, following extreme fat diets. Okay, so fat diet should be avoided, like eating outside food and extra oily and fried foods. Okay, so this is the last factor. I would say, being consistent is very important. Weight loss isn't about one miracle trick. It's about building healthy habits that you can do repeatedly every day. So yeah, so in the conclusion, let's get out to the point where I discussed all these factor was consistent wake up time, drinking water, morning sunlight, exercises, protein rich breakfast, and smart meal planning. So these are the things which you need to follow. So thank you. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with the people who have like minimal amount of knowledge. And even if you have knowledge, spread word